Hey guys, I'm Coach Charles with Fit Health here in Herndon, Virginia. We're continuing our series this week on 8 behaviors for permanent fat loss. And the behavior we're talking about today is becoming curious about what's in your food. So one of the biggest problems that somebody has when they're trying to lose weight, get in shape, transform their body, is that they think all foods may be pretty much created equal as long as you take a look at the calories. That doesn't really work for many people. Certainly there are lots of people online that are like, oh, just set your calories at 1250 or 1500 or 1700 or whatever they happen to think is the best recommendation, and you'll just instantly lose weight. There are entire programs out there based on simply counting your calories, and if you take in less calories than you expend, then you're losing weight. But for a lot of people out there that have tried 3, 4, 5 different weight loss programs, all kinds of different exercise programs, they've been looking at this issue for 10 years, 20 years. They've tried these things and maybe it works for a little while and it doesn't work. But what does work long term is finding out which foods agree best with your body. And so if you begin to become quite curious about what's in your food, then you can start to see which things are affecting your body poorly and which things really energize your body. So for instance, if I eat pizza, I get bloated. It's just a thing. It doesn't matter what the calories are, or if I only have a thin slice, or if I end up eating 4 larger slices. I'm gonna be bloated after eating pizza. And that means I'm gonna be carrying around a bunch of extra water weight, my pants are gonna be tight, my shirt's gonna catch me on my gut in a different spot that I don't want it to, that type of thing. Do I eat pizza? Yeah, sure. I eat pizza sometimes, probably a couple times a month. And then I pay for it afterwards. But because I've become very curious about the food that I'm eating and what happens afterwards, I know that that's gonna happen, and I'm taking it into consideration when I'm going to go eat it. So you wanna be very curious about your food. What I'm holding here right now is a bunch of mixed nuts. This happens to be from Costco. It's not really important. The important fact about it is that we take a look at what the ingredient lists are. Now, you can't really see that too well from here, but every single package has what's called nutrition facts. So get used to turning, this is the marketing, right? Get used to turning that package around and just taking a look at the nutrition facts. The nutrition facts are going to tell you some important things like how much fat is in this, how much sodium is in this, how many carbohydrates there are, and is there fiber in those carbohydrates, or is it all sugar? How much protein is in this, and then some other things like vitamins and minerals, and then the individual list of ingredients. So let's say you were to eat a handful of these mixed nuts, and 30 minutes later you're not feeling so good and you start to bloat. Well, you could then try the next day eating one of the type of nuts that's in here, maybe walnuts. Okay, so you're just gonna eat walnuts. 30 minutes later, you're bloating? No, I'm not bloating. Okay, so it's not the walnuts. Great. The next time, let's see, Brazil nuts. We'll try Brazil nuts. 30 minutes goes by, no bloating. Okay, so it's not the Brazil nuts. And then maybe you look through here and maybe there's some peanuts in there. You eat the peanuts, 30 minutes later you bloat. Okay, we found the culprit. So now you can buy mixed nuts that don't have any peanuts in it, and you know you can eat those and you're not gonna get bloated, and that's not going to affect how your body looks and feels as you're trying to transform it. Okay, so just wanted to give you a few examples here, but the behavior, and we're talking about 8 behaviors over these weeks. The behavior you want to adopt, something that you're doing daily, is to become curious about what's in your food. And then once you know what's in the food, you can figure out which foods may be affecting your body by taking them out, putting them back in. And if you put it back in and it causes you to bloat, you know that's a bad thing. All right, so we'll see you next week. Please put any questions down in the comments below and I'll be sure to answer them. And I think we're gonna do a video at the end of this series that answers all the common types of questions that I get on these behavior topics.